Well, that sound was enough to start a little bit early. Thank you so much, Burke. 2 months already. Oh my months, I guess. I've completed 1 full month of affiliate. Yay. Thank you so much, Burke. Oh, this is just wow. I can't believe it's been a full month and I can't believe the support I've gotten and everything else it's just been amazing. Thank you so, so, so much. Let me just end this music here. Let's get started. I hope you're feeling better, Burke. It does say first to your name. You will always be first here. Always, always. No one can take that from you. So yeah, I was having a really good morning, but that just made it even more wow. Um, I've been wanting to do crafting streams for about a year now, and I just never did it. And I'm almost at 100 followers already, and I can't believe that within only, 4 weeks really of crafting because I did, oh goodness. Yeah, it must be 4 weeks of crafting. And I did, my first stream was Minecraft, which I'm going to get back to. I'm going to try to do at least one Minecraft stream a week. I just hadn't been feeling Minecraft for a little while. I think I overdid it for a little while. I needed a break, but you feel fine. Your throat is it just hurts. Yeah. Not taking nonstop for several hours, talking nonstops. Oh, I won't even be able to talk nonstop for a couple of hours if this keeps up. Yeah, no, talking puts a big strain. I noticed when I'm, oh my goodness, Duncan, thank you so much. Thank you. You are number 11 sub. Thank you so, so much. Um, wow. So I have a little project that I want to get on. I need to work out the details, but since I am only 3 followers away from 100, I thought of making a project that would include my first 100 followers and my first 10 subs that were my firsts. Um, so I'm excited to reveal that. I think I know what I want to do. I just want to make sure it's exactly what I want to do before I finalize it. So that is hopefully going to happen. I'm on holiday, so that's going to happen this week. We're going to put the whole thing together. I'll show you guys what I'm planning on doing, and then I'm going to try to make it. So it's made with paper quilling. Um, I I've only made one thing, paper quilling. Um, welcome in, Sofla. Sofluff, how are you? Thank you so much for following the other day. You have to take a shower, so you're going to be in lurk mode for a bit. No problem, Burke. Thank you so much. I will see you in a bit. Excuse me, guys. I just need to. The talking really gets me having to cough a little bit. Um, yeah. So paper quilling is where you take little strips of paper. Um, I haven't cut any out, but they're about. Oh, I've moved my camera, guys, so I'm really disoriented. They're about this width for the most part, and then they're curled, and you can make all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to put in my Discord. Let me just put that in there. Oh, I need to have my cursor in my chat area here. That would help. So in my Discord, I'm going to put up some examples of paper quilling, and you guys can check it out and see what I'm going to do. So Fluff says, doing well. Thanks, just getting me and kiddo out of bed. Hope all having a good day so far. I'm having an excellent day. It's been getting brighter and brighter since I've been here, since I've been live. I've been up now for 4 hours. I'm an early waker. Ship and I were both up at about just after 5 this morning. It's 9 o'clock now, so I feel like my day has already been well underway. And our dog had surgery this week, and she's doing well. She finally got up and started moving a little bit with a lot of coaxing and food, but At least she's moving around, so that's good. Um, yeah, and I was feeling tired yesterday, so I decided to go to the dollar store. My mom, and that's what I wanted to share today. So, I've done some pre-cutting. I cut out some panels that are 5 by 6 because the stamp, I'm going to try something new. The stamps that I got, because I got stamps at the dollar store, and we're in Canada, we don't get things like that at the dollar store because our dollar stores aren't even dollar store. Um, yeah, thank you so much, So Fluff. She is doing well. She's slowly getting better. Um, so our Dollar Tree is actually like $1.25, and we don't get much for $1.25 because I mean it's Canada and $1.25 is not that much. If you compared it to the States where they have dollar stores and you can get like I've seen people with their dollar store hauls on YouTube, and the stuff they get at the dollar store is incredible. Um, mind you, I mean, I still love my dollar store, but and then we have the Dollarama that's actually Dollarama Plus, so everything's like a dollar to, or they're starting to introduce $5 items. So when I found these things here for $1.25, I could not resist. So let me just reach over here and grab them. So I was very excited to find, let me move this out of the way, these stamps and these ones and these ones and these ones. Wait, there's more. And these ones. So what I decided I was going to do today was I decided I'm going to do some pre-stamping. So I'm going to try, I haven't even opened up one of these packages yet. I know, wasn't it a great score? I was so excited. I almost missed them too because see, I've bought these before. They're stickers. Hey, Ikadel, you're just on time for me to show my stickers that I bought yesterday. So these are stickers and I already bought some. I bought, okay. Okay, so I bought these, but they're red, they're pink. I bought those the other day. So these were on the shelf and I saw them and I grabbed them. And then I saw the ones that I had already bought behind them and I thought, "Oh, I'm not even going to look through this pile. I'm not going to look." But then something drew me in and I decided, "You know what? I need to look." So while I was trying to look through here, there was so many things stuck on the pin that I had to take a stack off and I was putting them on another pin, and that's when I found the stamps. So the stamps was like major score. So these are some stickers that I bought yesterday. And I bought some more of these. I have these ones already, but I thought I like these big metallic patchy ones, and I thought I could really make a really nice, like a card that's got cubes and stuff on it. And then I ended up finding these ones too. And so if you notice, I tend to buy things in 2s or 3s. So I've got to organize these. So what we do here is I take my marker if I've got one nearby, which I don't. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. So for the stamps, I don't do anything. The stamps, I do them digitally. So I'll show you guys a little bit how I do that. Aren't they beautiful? I know. I love them. I just have to use them now because I have so many stickers. Okay, so I've got 2 of these. So I put 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. And this goes in my stamp box that I keep aside. And this one is going to go in my stash that I keep nearby all the time. And then I have some of these. So I'm not going to number these because I think these are like 3 of 4 now and 4 of 4. But so I'm not going to label those ones. And then 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. So I've got like a box that I keep my extra spare stuff in. So I put this in the box in the other, like in my storage room. And then these ones go in my little tray of stickers. And then that way, if I look and I go, oh, I want 2 of these, I can look on the back and go, oh, I have another pack. I can go get 2 of them. No problem. So yeah, so that's the system I've decided to use with stamps and other supplies. Like, I think almost all of my things have numbers on them.
First.
Hello, ship. Like, this is 4 of 8, so now I know I only have 4 more left. So I'll have to go buy some more of those when I start getting low on that. Are you coming to look at my stuff?
First.
You're first? You're first in person, you are.
Dog walk.
The dog walked around on her own?
Yeah.
Yay, that's good news. Good. Because she hasn't been wanting to get up without food, but she has been getting up finally with. So look at the stamps I got.
Oh, me.
Yes, you. I've shown them already.
Yay, more stuff.
I know. Aren't you excited? So that we're going to be doing these stamps today. He's excited. You should see the look on his face right now.
Bye.
Bye. And then I got these. So when I went to get the stuff for my mom wanted some of this glue here. She wanted this. Oh, fancy glue. This camera movement really threw me off because I'm not standing in the same place anymore at my table. So yeah, she wanted some of this. So I got her some of that. She also wanted a spray bottle. And she wanted these little bottles with the fine tips on them, but they didn't have any. So then she said, Supreme, if you find anything you think I should own, go ahead and buy it and I will pay you back. So of course, I thought she should absolutely own these stamps. And I'm missing one. Oh, it's under here. Okay. And then I saw these and I didn't know if she needed them or not. So I bought them for myself. And if she needs them, I'll go back for her. Good morning, Mama Supreme. I was just talking about you. I was just showing the craft haul and here. So since you're here, I bought these for me to test and then to let you know if you want them. But since you're here, you can at least see them. So I don't know how much I'll like these. These were $4, not $1. But they're letters, foam letters for stamping, but they're nice and big. And I find sometimes, like I see people with cards and they've got like nice big writing on their cards. So they're individual stamps. So we'd have to like figure out a way to stamp them straight and stuff. But I thought I would give them a try. So I try so you don't have to buy unless you figure you need them and then you can go out and buy them. So I got 2 sizes. I got that size and I got, oh my, these are very big. Can't write much with these. I got this size. These are huge. But they would like, I grabbed the X, but I could see a nice card with just like XOX or love LUV because I don't think you could even write LOVE on there. But anyways, so I've got them. I can get you a set or you can borrow mine or whatever. Anyone can come over and borrow them. There you go. All right, so I'm going to put these aside because this is not what we're doing today. Today, we are going to stamp these out. I decided to stamp them out, and then I'm going to cut them out and just have stamps on hand. And maybe we'll get some coloring done if I have time, depending on what we're doing. Oh, another thing I found too at the dollar store is this pad of paper, which is pretty cool. It's all white, but if I hadn't known that was sealed like that, I would have opened it before stream. Oh, this side's open. All right, so it's just white, but I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, I think you could see on this one. There is some shiny areas. So it's water resist paper. So you can take, or watercolor resist paper. So I can take different color watercolors and wash over it, and it'll give me these effects here. And I can choose whatever color I want and however I want. So there's one with a big pineapple in the middle, which I don't know if I'll use. J-Rod, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. Oh, I don't know why my follower thing isn't up on the screen. My goal. Let me just see. Thanks for coming in, J-Rod. I thought you might need that paper, Mom. I really did. However, there were so many of them that I thought I would give it a try to see if it was worth it first. Yeah, because the I didn't even know if I would like it. But there's 2 sheets of everything, so I also thought we could share. That way if we don't really love it, then we don't need more. But there were at least 20 packs of this. So I'll be going back this week to get you your other stuff. So we will try this out to see if you need it. Oh yeah, I'm here and followed. My sound wasn't working when I first got here, so if you said hi, I missed it. Oh, hi. Hello. I did say hi. I said thank you for following. And then my mom gave me carte blanche. I don't know why I say things with English accents when I speak French, but carte blanche, which would be carte blanche, to buy anything I thought she needed at the dollar store, and I didn't get her this, and now we're gonna have words, I guess. But yeah, so, and then at the back it looks like there's some clear, like some plain ones with nothing on it. So I will try this. Oh, this is pretty. So I will try this, Mama, and if we think we need it, we'll go get a few more. Alrighty, because they weren't $1. They were $3.50. Oh, and they've got little cutouts too. Those are cute. So we will see from there if this is a need or just a want. Oh, thank you. They were like a light teal yesterday. I painted over them. All right, so what I've done, and I'm looking at these stamps, they're actually closer together than I thought. I don't even know if I'll be able to fussy cut around them, so we may have to shuffle them around. But what I was hoping to do was, oh, and I won't be able to. Okay, so normally, well, this is a strange setup. Normally, these things have a plastic on each side, but these are stuck right to the cardboard on one side and the plastic on the other. That's odd. Remind me, Mom, when I give you these stamps to give you some acetate sheets so you can make your own little cover to put over top. Welcome back, Burke. I hope you feel refreshed. It's must be after 9 o'clock. Once 9 o'clock hits, my children get phone calls all day. Yeah, so what I was hoping to be able to do with these to make it faster, this is not fast to peel off at all. And that cardboard is really, yeah, I'll have to cut some acetate to make like a little sandwich for these. So what I was hoping to do was take these, instead of taking them off all individually and sticking them on my stamping machine, just put a piece of tape on the back, stick it on like this, and stamp the whole sheet down. And then we'll have a bunch of stamps done at the same time and cut around them. So we're going to give this a try. It's Canadianing out here, so it's snowing, or are people being extra polite? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Are people greeting everyone and holding doors open and being polite and all that stuff, or is there like a 4-letter word, snow? Because that's the only 4-letter word Canadians know. We don't use any other 4-letter words except snow. The weather is being super polite today. Well, that's nice to hear, J-Rod. Must be blown in from Canada. Must have been. Then you get to be an honorary Canadian. I mean, it's the South, so people are pretty polite, but yeah, it's snowing. Yeah, I guess people in the South are pretty polite, aren't they, Burke? I almost said A. And I stopped myself. I said, aren't they? All right. So we are going to get underway with this. So I cut out Ship always, when he cooks, he always makes way too much. And when I craft, I always make way too much. So I've got 6 sheets of stamps, but I've probably cut out about 20 pieces of paper because that's the way it is. So what I did, Mama, I will show you because you have these stamps and anyone else who's interested in the idea. So I measured out the size and then I did all the math ahead of time for you guys. Okay, so bear with me. I'm going to talk you through it, but it's not that difficult because I did all the calculating already. This is always my challenge to Canadians. Say, I wrote a book about a boot and a boat. Oh, on a boat. Sorry. I wrote a book about a boot on a boat. Did I do it well? I think I did it well. I wrote a book about a boot on a boat. Yay! So like, does that mean I'm not a good Canadian because I was able to say it? Or does that mean I'm a good Canadian because I was able to say it? Because I didn't say a boot, a boot, a boot, a boat, a boat. My last stream, I had somebody come in, fake Canadian confirmed. That's right. I had Jane come in the other day and she said, "Are you Canadian?" And I said, "Oh, did I say they're not corn dogs, they're pogos." That confirms that I am Canadian. Right, Burke? One of my Montreal friends says all those words the same. Well, but to be fair, is your Montreal friend French? Burke wants to know if I know what a Choco Taco is. I've heard of it, but to be honest, I don't know what it is. I really don't. I have no clue. I don't even know if it's food. But yeah, Jane was in the other day and she said, "Are you Canadian?" And I said, um, "I'm not American then." Okay, good, confirmed. She said, "Are you Canadian?" And I said, "Oh, did I say a?" And she said, "No, it's the way you said about." Which I don't even know how I say it not wrong, but different. It's not wrong, but different. So, yeah, back to J-Rod with French accents. I mean, we even notice I speak both languages, but in French, I don't have an English accent, and in English, I don't have a French accent. So I have just a straight up Canadian accent, or an accent aigu in French. That's not how we say it in French. It's accent. Um, but yeah, so I could see how someone who speaks French would have a hard time with those sounds because they're all very similar when you have your French accent. Um, my daughter, one of my daughters, my middle daughter, she seems to have a little bit of a French accent, and I think she would probably say about and boot a little bit differently than I would. Which is really funny because she's the only one of my 3 kids, the 3 oldest, who didn't have French as their first language. Because my 2 oldest, actually, my 2 oldest were very bilingual. I think that's why they make me repeat myself all the time, is because I would say things in English and then repeat it in French so they would learn both. And then they just got to the point, I guess, where if I didn't say it twice, they didn't listen. Um, but my youngest daughter, her babysitter was strictly English, so she didn't learn French very much until she went to school, but she does have a slighter French accent than the other 2. All right, so back to the math. So a regular standard sheet is 8.5 by 11, and I need 6 by 5. So what I decided to do, and this thing doesn't measure up to 6. So what I decided to do was cut off 5 here. And then I'm going to cut this to 6. So then I've got my 5 by 6. Or sorry, I can't cut it down to 6 because I don't have 6. So I'm just going to trim off 2.5 because it's 8.5. So now I've got my 5 by 6. And then I've got this, which is perfect for stamping little items. And then now this one, because I cut it in 5 The other half is 6, and now we cut it down to 5. And there we go. We've got our 5x6 panel and another little panel that we can do other things with. So yes. So these are always handy to have around anyways, because you've got stamps that you want to stamp out, or sentiments, or little half panels, or whatever it might be. So Burke says, it was weird to me when I realized my kids had a Massachusetts accent, though in retrospect it was obvious they would. Yeah, well, that's the thing too. There's so many different accents. There's different accents in Canada, and there's different accents throughout the states too, right? I mean, there's different English accents too. Um, different depending on where I don't think we detect it, but I know people from the UK can tell what part of the UK you live in just by the accent you have. So, and I can distinguish someone from the East Coast, from BC, Montreal, like not Montreal, but Quebec, pretty much like the province of Quebec. But there's a lot of French people, French speaking here, but the Quebec French accent is different from like an Ontario French accent. And then the prairies, they have, which are Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta, they have like a different accent too. Different Boston accents. Are there really like different Boston accents too? Different areas of Boston? That's interesting too. All right, so let's see if we can get this done the way I want. First, what I have to do too, I mean, I could do this off camera, but I thought I would show you guys quickly what I do with these. Actually, you probably aren't even interested. I'll just tell you, and then I'll do it off camera. So what I normally do is I take this here, and I am going to do a stream where I show my program that I use, because I think I know Cadell said she was interested in seeing it, and I know I'm trying to get my mom set up. But what I do is I take my stamps, I put them in this stamping thing, and they've got like measurements, so it gives me a gauge of what size these stamps are. Then I take a picture, and then in this one program I upload the picture, and then I put tags for everything. So on this one, I would put cactus, llama. I would write "Keep on Dreaming," Cinco de Mayo, so I would know, oh, if I want to make a Cinco de Mayo, whatever, any keyword that I think would bring this up for me and be helpful. And then when I'm looking for a specific stamp, I can just type in I don't know if I want a stamp for get well soon. I just have to type in get well soon, and anything that I've labeled with get well soon will come up. And then I know what stamp set I'm looking for when I'm looking through my stash. So I love it. I think it's great. I've got to find a better physical organizing thing for it, because I've got too many stamps and now I can't really shuffle through the bin very well. Um, like the bin is full, full, full. That's my bin. It's jammed. Like I can't even move through this, and it makes a lot of noise for you guys. So I want to try to, but I don't really have room to have more than one bin. So we'll figure something out. But at least I do digitize, and I do have them digitally, so I know. And the nice thing is too, I can access it when I'm in a store, so I can take a look and go, oh, I saw this before, but did I purchase it? So love that aspect. So let's get these all off the cards while I'm doing some reading here. Burke says definitely you can tell if someone is from Southie or North End by accent once you get used to it, and the Kennedy accent is like upper class Bostonian. And do they call it the Kennedy? Like, is that what it's actually called? I don't like this setup, but I mean, $1.25. I can't complain, right? Like, Ship was watching TikTok the one day, and a woman started talking. I said, oh my goodness, that must be the Maritimes for sure. And they say a boot in the Maritimes. They do. I've heard it. Well, if I hadn't known this was going to be this difficult, I'd have taken care of this before you guys got here. Maybe we'll only do 2 or 3. Burke says, I think it's technically the Boston. Oh, you're going to come out with all bunch of words that I don't know how to say. Brahmin accent, but everyone knows what you mean when you say Kennedy. Oh, okay. It's not, it's kind of a stereotype. It really is. The aboot, so fluff. But if you do hear people from the Maritimes, because they have a very strong accent, they have like an Irish, French mixed accent. Because there's a lot of French and Irish descendants in the Maritimes, or Scottish maybe, or maybe both. I don't know. Can't be certain. I have a hard time distinguishing between Irish and Scottish accents. But if you hear someone from the East Coast speak, they've got I think it's Scottish, to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, it's like a Canadian mixed, and they do say a boot. Not a boot, but a boot. A boat. I'm a boat to go. Oh, maybe they say boat. I don't know. You're from Alberta, and you've never heard it. You dated a newfie like 10 years ago, trying to remember if he said a boot or not. Might have been a boat. A boat. I'm a boat. I'm a boat to go out. I'm a boat to go out. I don't know. I think they say boot. What a boat. No, it's boat. I'm a boot to goot. To go out. To go oot. Yeah, I can't say a boot. A boot to go oot. But a boat. I'm a boat. I'm a boat to hit the road. I don't know. Not sure. I've got my Ontario accent, which sometimes I find that I have, I hear an undertone of First Nation accent when I talk sometimes. And it's not in the pronunciation, it's in the intonation. They have, like there's times where I've been talking where my voice kind of, I put the accent on a different syllable, or my voice raised, and I think, oh, I think that's some kind of First Nation influence. You're going to have to go, Mom. You'll be watching the video later to see how I do with all these stamps, okay? All right, thank you, Mom. Have a good day, Mama. Do we have company from afar for March break? I don't know if Mama's still here, and I'm not sure if my sister's here. She sometimes comes to visit during the spring break and sometimes doesn't. Oh, Tuesday. Okay. Oh, so she is coming. Good. All right. Okay, I've got... Goodness, this is going to take forever. Am I a member of First Nations? No, I'm not. Like I'm as far from First Nations as can be, because I've got what was I going to say? My grandmother, my maternal grandmother, is from England. My dad is from England. So we're really originating from overseas. We're quite a young family in Canada. Bye-bye, Mama. And my maternal grandfather was from where before you go, Mom? I know he was like born in Canada, but his family is Scottish? Irish? Sorry, I keep calling you back, eh, Mom? Eh? She gone. Has anyone ever watched that? Gas station encounters? She gone. We've got a bunch of Irish and British blood too. Yeah. I mean, a lot of us do, because that's Those were the settlers, but mine are like brand new, fairly brand new to Canada. My kids do have First Nation, but quite far. Their dad, I think, has great or great grandfather or something like that. So, but I mean, the accents kind of just go everywhere with especially for I think my generation. We grew up with like Canadian television. That was all we had. We only had a few stations. We didn't have a lot of American influence when I was growing up. And there's so many children's shows that I think thought were universal or everyone watched them, and come to find out that it's Canadian. It's only Canadian kids watched it. J Rod says we used to think we were mostly Polish, but found out that our great grandfather given his mother's last name because the pregnancy was illegitimate. I see. Yeah, my last name has a very interesting story behind it too. Apparently, my last name used to be something else, but a priest was involved, and so the last name was changed. Apparently, I don't know. That's on my dad's side, but so I guess our bloodline, or like our family name, at some point really changed. At least that's what my ex-stepmother told me one time when she was looking things up. Mr. Dress Up, yes, so fluff. You are Canadian. My family is pretty new to America. My first English ancestor got here at some point prior to 1623 when he signed a land deed in Virginia. Well, 1623 is still kind of, I mean, if I think about what was I going to say? Like not long ago, Montreal celebrated, I don't know, 450 years, which is fairly new um for a city, or um like the whitest kid you know. Sorry, J Rod, I'm not getting the reference for like the whitest kid you know for what comment it was. Sorry, I lost track of chat a little bit. Or you are? Or I am? Oh, that's a Canadian TV show? I've never heard of that one. I've heard of Kids in the Hall. I've heard of Degrassi. I've heard of Degrassi Street. I've heard of Degrassi Junior High. I've heard of Degrassi The Next Generation. Uruguay's only 197 years old. See, Canada celebrated 250, but that's like our independence. So we were around before that, but we weren't. We were the Dominion of Canada before that, and then before that, we were the New World. So independence, though, as being Canada, just over 2 years old. So we're babies too, just babies. Like when I think of the UK, and they have buildings that are like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years old, and I have cities that are only a few years old, it's kind of puts things in perspective. I think it was 250, Canada 250. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we celebrated 250. I don't want to do math. That's too much. I wish my mom was here to just give me the answer. You've been to pubs in England that are older than the United States. Yeah, I know, J-Rod. It's crazy. Like Adele says, it blows my mind thinking in countries that are old. We got independence from Spain in 1825, but earlier than that. Yeah, exactly. So independence from UK for us, 250 years old, 250 years ago. The first English settlement in the US was 1607 and the Spanish in 1565, so it doesn't get much older here outside of Native Americans. Yeah. Uh, weren't there weren't things discovered in 1497 though? Or 14 something? The end of the 1400s? Most people here are Spanish immigrants in Uruguay. Yeah. We have we don't have Spanish. We have strong Italian communities that came here in the I'd say probably mid 1900s. Um like in the town I live in, not specifically Canada, but in the town I live in, we even have like a little part of a town that's called Little Italy. They've named like it's not named Italy, but it's referred to as Italy. Um I don't think we refer to it as that anymore because people have moved and changed, but Italians there too. Yeah, because Bruno has Italian descent, right? He's Spanish and Italian. Hello, Chris. How are you? Welcome in, Wildly. Wildy. There's no Wildly. It's Wildy. Wild E Coyote. How are you this morning? Doing good? Good. I'm having an excellent Saturday morning. This is loving the chat and all right. So, Icadel says, yes, Bruno's family was from Italy. They came here not so long ago. Okay, so kind of like my family or parts of my family. Good morning, Capsicle. Starting the things off with a little history lesson. There's always learning here, Capsicle. How are you? Capsicle is my oldest daughter. The first exploration around late 1400s, but no permanent settlements back then. Aha. Thank you for that, Burke. J-Red, I knew there was something strange about that guy. No complaints. It's a fabulous Saturday morning. Good. So are you having Canadian weather as well? Which, since you're just coming in, can mean one of two things. Either it's snowing or your weather is very pleasant and polite. What kind of weather do you have? So I'm going to tape this down. We're going to get started on some stamping here because hello everyone, says Capsicle. Capsicle has been very, very busy with work and projects and stuff. But we've been discussing emotes because I'd like to get those going hopefully sometime soon. She gave me a little glimpse of the color palette and I'm excited. All right, so Capsicle, you missed it, but I went to the Dollar Tree yesterday and I got a bunch of stamps. Look at this. I got this one and this one and this one and this one and this one. And who does this one remind you of without saying a name? I thought of Robert. I can't even say Roberto. Roberto's girlfriend. It's not Roberto, it's Roberto, which is my older son. Fiona, yes! I forgot Fiona. I forgot that she does Fiona. Fiona and Shrek. That's right. But yes, so I bought these for Fiona. Thank you for reminding me that they call her Fiona. Which I don't really remember the whole story behind that, but so Burke says, I think the oldest place I've been was Porta Nigra in Trier, Germany, which was built by the Romans around 170 AD. And the oldest business was the Lowen Apothek, a pharmacy that Trier has been in business since 1241. Oh my goodness, that is old. So we are going to season these, which is just a matter of running your fingers across them and getting some of the oils from your fingers onto them. And we will test these stamps out. I'm really hoping this works because I don't want to unstick all of those and restick them individually. So if I did this properly, I've got my card. Looks like they go this way. I should have room to stamp this out. Oh, and I left myself some wiggle room too on purpose, so that's good. We'll just put that there. Must be a family business, Burke, says Capsicle. Actually, strike that. The oldest place you've been was Sacrabre, which is a Neolithic settlement in Orkney Island in Scotland, but that's just ruins, so I don't know if that counts. I don't know if I've got you beat, Burke, but I've been to Chichen Itza. And I don't remember when Chichen Itza. No, I don't think Chichen Itza was BC or AD. First settled around 32,000 BC or 3200 BC. Oh no, Chichen Itza is really old because it's the Inca. Not the Incas. The Mayans, which is really old. I think Neolithic Britain is older than anything in South America. Really? The Mayans, yeah. I said Inca, but then I got Mayan, and that's stream delay. All right, so we're going to stamp this all up in black. So yeah, I went to Chichen Itza. I went to some ruined temples. I went to some cenotes. I swam in a cenote. That's pretty strange because you've got hundreds and hundreds of feet of water below your feet, but you're in like this little hole in the ground. And then there's stories of like sacrifices that were made in these places. So then you think of all that could be under your body. Very interesting. A quick Google says Chichen Itza is around 600 AD. Okay, so you've got me beat. Which Chichen Itza actually means mouth of the river or mouth of the, I can't remember. Mouth of the gorge or something like that. All right, so these stamps aren't going to be nice and crisp and perfect. Or it's just because they're brand new. Or it's because they're dollar store stamps. It's not chicken break. You've been lied to. Chichen Itza. I think what they, I know when I went there, and it's really, really, really interesting to listen to the stories about how Chichen Itza, which we refer to the building as Chichen Itza, but it's actually the temple of something. I can't remember. Or we associate the building, the temple, with Chichen Itza. But it's so interesting to hear how the Mayans had so much, and other ancient civilizations too, like the Egyptians and the Incas and everything. They learned so much from the sun and the moon, and they didn't have the technology we have, and the things that they created were just unbelievable. Like the angles and because on Chichen Itza, on the temple itself, twice a year, so at the solstice and the summer solstice and the winter solstice, um, they have along the staircase, they have like this big snake that comes down along the staircase, a stone snake with a head down at the bottom. So the railing is kind of like the snake, and then the head is down at the bottom. And the winter solstice and the summer solstice. Now, I don't remember which is which. I believe the winter solstice, when the sun is rising or setting, one of the two, um, the shadow that's created by the angle of the building, and it's exactly on the solstice. Like it's amazing. But the angle on the building, the way it's set up, makes a shadow, and it looks like the snake is retreating back up into the temple, which means it's time to gather crops. And on the summer solstice, the shadow makes it look like the snake is coming down from the top of the temple. It's so incredible. Capsicle's going to be AFK. She'll be right back. Oh, I did. That was earlier. The Temple of Kukulkan. Yeah, yeah. And the other thing, I wasn't able to. They closed access to the top of the temple when I went because it was just the stairs are just so degraded and everything. But you used to be able to go up there, and apparently you could whisper. You could stand up in the top part of the temple and whisper down, and people at the bottom, which is way, way down, can actually hear clearly because of the acoustics and the angles of the walls and everything. The sound traveled. And then on top of that, with the angles of the walls, if you're down at the bottom and you clap your hands, it makes the sound of a native bird, like exactly the same sound as the bird, which is really, really interesting. Like, was that planned or was it coincidence? Just, it blows my mind. So, for any new people here, I always forget to mention this while I'm doing my crafts. Um, but for any new people, I think we know everyone here. But the links that just showed up, I also play Minecraft. I haven't streamed Minecraft in a while, but those are the links to all of my server mates on FirstCraft, which is a server that Shipwreck recruited some people, some amazing people to be part of a content creator server. So we've got Alpin, Burke, Dan Bearpig, Helium, Jimmy, Bowser, Pro Kitman, Yuji, Nia, and Rustic Dragon. So if any of you are interested in Minecraft at all, you can give them a follow. And in a little bit too, there'll be the Discord that'll come up, which I'll have to fix that up because some of my crafters have ended up in the First Craft Discord. What's Minecraft? Well, it's a block game. I think what you should do, J-Rod, is follow every one of those people so that you can do your homework and learn. Isn't it amazing, Icadel, that they can plan all these things? And if you count all the sides, there's 365, not the sides, but I don't know, there's a certain amount of steps. And if you do that times 4, and like, it's just crazy. There's a chamber tomb in Orkneys called Maze. How that was built around, sorry, chat scrolled up, 2800 BC. Has a low entrance tunnel that you have to set in. Oh, did my stream freeze for you guys or just me? At the winter solstice, the setting sun shines almost perfectly down the tunnel. It illuminates the central chamber. It's astounding. I can imagine. Ancient technology is so much better than our technology sometimes. I'm going to try to ink this up a little bit better and see if maybe just, I think it's the ink, the stamps. I mean, what do you expect for $1.25, right? It did blip for you? Yeah, it just kind of froze for me for a second. It's been pausing a bit all morning, but I thought it was on my end. Oh, it hasn't been pausing for me. Well, mind you, maybe because some of my things have been static while I was talking. Oh, I hope it's not too bad. That was the first time I actually saw it. It just froze up on my screen. So I noticed it. I'm just, oh, you guys can't see. I'm just putting a little more ink down here on this ink pad. Put way too much. It's not too bad. At least it's not like Minecraft, right? Or a game where there's constant movement. I mean, if you miss my hand moving, well, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so we're gonna have to, I think what's happening here with these stamps is they're not, because they're not the best quality, I don't think they're cut down evenly. And I think what's happening here is this part is maybe raised a little bit more, so I've got to put some more pressure down. Try this one more time and then Um, me too a little bit. It boils over once in a while, but it's not usually too long. We can still hear everything you say. Well, that's the important part. I mean, stamping is not super high energy. Oh my God, I missed what happened. How did the ink get on the paper? Exactly, J Rod. Especially since I have to push down for, a couple of seconds. You don't really miss much. Oh, guys, said I was going to finish this on my next stream, but I got a little overzealous and didn't want to wait. So the last card we were working on, I had to end a little bit because, well, a little bit, not early, just I ran out of time because I had to go to work, but pretty much finished my last card. I just have to find a sentiment because the sentiment I have is actually too big. It covers like all of this. But I put down the little not raffia, but um, like hemp cord thing, and a little bow and a thing. So I'll just and I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do is one of these stamps has "Have a nice day" or something like that. Yeah, this one. I thought maybe I would just stamp that down. Have a nice day, right down there. Cute. Thank you, Chris. So yeah, so I replicated a card my mom uh, submitted, and I want to make more of these with different colors and more lively and stuff. So she had celebrate, but I looked at it and I thought, I feel like it's relaxed and subtle. So I decided not to go with celebrate, and because the celebrate was just too big. All right, so this is the last stamp we're doing for this stamp because we want to move on. And it is what it is, and that's okay because sometimes Supreme likes to do grungy type stuff. So it looks good on camera. It looks okay on camera, but it's not super crisp. But that's okay. I think if I stamp one image at a time, they'll go better, but I don't want to do that. The Brooke says the funniest part about Maze is a bunch of Vikings broke in and graffitied the place around 1100 AD. It just says stuff like Ingigert, Ingigert, Ingigert is the most beautiful of all women, and Hermann Hardex carved these ruins. Really? Yeah, I think Celebrate's a little bit too hype. I really love it on my mom's card. I feel like my card is more subtle than hers. She's got it on her card and it didn't even make me think twice. But mine, I think my colors are a little more muted than hers. I don't know what it is. I chose colors very close to hers, similar to hers, but I don't know. The squeakiness of cleaning stamps. Mike Adele's here for the all the crafting sounds. Oh, and that's taking off the well, what do you expect for $1? It's taken off the black ink on the other side so I can see what the stamp is. That's fine, it's fine. Whatever. $1.25. I'm not gonna complain. Put this down here now. I think I'm going to season this way. So if you use it's called Versamark ink. It's sticky ink and it's to be able to do heat embossing. So what you do is you put this down on your paper and then on your stamp, you stamp it down. It's sticky and then you take these teeny tiny little plastic beads and you put it over top. You use a heat gun and it embosses it and makes it nice and shiny. But, you can also too. ASMR, that's right, Capsicle. The thing to remember is the Vikings went raiding when they were in their teens, so it was a bunch of probably probably drunk kids. Yeah, possibly. I know the Vikings were here long ago too in Canada on the East Coast. They found proof of them being here long before any of the other European settlers were here. Um, but we figure that the First Nations chased them off. Which is, I don't know if that's a theory or if they have proof. Yeah, I'm noticing like this I love llama stamp is thicker than the little flower beside it. So when I'm pushing down, I'm actually not putting the same amount of pressure everywhere. I hope this stamps out nicely because I'd like to move on and stamp some more so I can get into doing something else with these. Oh, that's better. That first stamp was better. There's really only a few spots. It was a lot more crisp than the other stamp too was a little more intricate. It had a lot more areas on it, so make sure we stamp this part up properly. And I will definitely be using these stamps for Fiona. Got to make something with that for her. She loves cactus. And if she doesn't, I don't know. She had cactus on her computer when I first met her. She came over with her computer and there was little cactus stickers. And so now she gets cactus for everything. Everything I see that's cactus, I send her. Find Your Way needs a little bit more. Capsicle says, I love, even though so many years, people are still just as funny and immature. Carve graffiti. I can't say that word, Capsicle. Graphitic. Carve graffiti. Oh, graffiti their names. Haha. Given how things worked out, chasing off Europeans was probably the right move. Yeah. Well, they chased off the Vikings, but they didn't chase off the other ones. Just going to stamp this one up and then we're going to call it on this one because I'm satisfied with the lines. Ship got a VR the other day and he went on Google Maps and we went to Capsicle's apartment. We haven't been there because she's many, many hours away. So we got to stand outside her apartment in street view in a VR and there's graffiti on her building way up on the top. Burke says, I have a friend whose last name is Appleton. So she gets all kinds of Apple nicknames and as presents. Yeah, knickknacks as presents. And the odd tomato because sometimes people can't tell the difference. That's funny. Capsicle. If the black ink showing the design on the stamp comes off, just store them with the paper. You just stamp so you know what they are. Yeah. You know what? I had thought of that. That's what I thought and I had in mind anyways. I thought if they don't turn out, that's what I'll do. Good call, Capsicle. You must have learned from some very good influential adult or something. Can you guys hear the phone like really loudly when it rings? It's genetic, that's right. This was the best thing I ever taught Capsicle. She was barely talking. She was talking early, like full sentences, full blown on sentences, very, very early. And yes, Capsicle is my oldest daughter, Burke. Um So Capsicle was talking very, very early on, like by 18 months, she was saying full sentences. And people used to ask her why she was so cute. And I taught her to say, it's genetic. So coming from this tiny little, not even toddler, why are you so cute? It's genetic. And then people would get blown away by it. And then they would say, do you even know what genetics are? And she would explain to them what genetics were. The not so mini Supreme. That's right. But yeah, then she would really blow them away because she would tell them what genetics were, which a 2-year-old's rendition of genetics is that mommy has a recipe and daddy has a recipe. And when they get together and mix their recipes, that's my genetics. And people would go, whoa. And because she was talking full sentences so early on, she had this tiny, tiny, tiny little voice. And she would talk and talk. And if I went into a grocery store or a store, like a couple of times in like Walmart or whatever, people would come up to me. It happened at least 5 or 6 times. They would come up to me and say, I've been following this little voice around. I wanted to know where it came from because it was such a tiny little voice with huge words. But she spoke like a little adult. I never talked to my kids other than with like adult words. Well, not adult words, but you know, adult words. For a child, that's a pretty accurate definition. I know, right? I thought so. She did say an adult word once when she was 2. And it was my fault. I never say adult words. And the one time I dropped something and said a bad word, the next time she dropped something, she said the exact same word. Your cousin's barely 3-year-old daughter taught me what a rhombus is. Oh my goodness, no kidding. Yeah, but I didn't say the word capsicle because we don't say those words in chat. But yes, that is what you said. That is what you said. I'm just gonna delete that because I don't want it in the VOD, but yes. I mean, it could have been a worse word, but ban capsicle. I don't even know if I can because I don't have. How do I do this? I don't want to delete all of her stuff. Oh, thank you, Setson. Setson showed up just on time. That's funny. Sorry, Capsicle. You know, you know it's serious business when you delete your daughter's comment. Okay, sorry. We got a bunch of chat that came up. Oh, okay, no, it's something I missed. Okay, so much earlier on, Capsicle said something about being confused because she doesn't have a phone and she was looking around. Okay, where are we? Um, did, did Setson time out Capsicle? You've never spoken baby talk to your kids either, Burke? You wanted them to know to learn English. Oh, exactly. Exactly. Casually, yeah. Setson's like a ninja. He just comes in and kapow. You're still here? Okay, good. Setson may not be the hero you want, but he's the hero you need. That's right. I've got to and I just told him, I said, you know, Setson, if you're busy, don't worry about stream. I can handle it. I can mod my own stream. Apparently I can't. uh, I'm not upset with you, Cap. It's just we got to clear that from chat because it shows up in the VOD. My daughter was very verbal from an early age, says Burke. When she was like 2 or 3, our neighbor kept trying to stump her. He said, "Can you say ophthalmologist?" And she would repeat it perfectly. Yeah, that would have been oh, I almost said her real name. That would have been Capsicle. And Capsicle would have been able to explain to you what an ophthalmologist is. Amazing how kids can be so smart and yet so not so smart at the same time. Yeah. Oh, Setson resubscribed. Thank you so much, Setson. Kapow! Thank you. I was just telling Burke, I can't believe we're going on 2 months. Like, that means we've completed 1 full month of crafting streams, because I think my first affiliate stream was Minecraft, and then my next stream after that was crafting, so it's been 2 a full month of crafting with Supreme. Thank you so much, and you guys have been amazing. Like, the support is just I love it. I'm so enjoying chatting with all of you guys and being able to do what I like to do, and you guys are here even if it's not something that specifically interests you, and that means a lot. I mean, I hope you're getting, you know, if you end up wanting to make a card one day, you'll be like, "Hey, I can make one of those now." We know we're not mad, we're just disappointed. That's right. 2 months already. Well, it's been, not 2 months specifically, it's been 1 full month as affiliate, and I think it's been 2 months streaming, which in there I took 2 weeks off. I hit affiliate really fast. I was really lucky. Hello, Setson. Rick says, "I've said my son's name at least 3 times on stream. I deleted those VODs, but his friends call him by his name when he streams, so I don't know why you're so careful." Yeah, I actually said I said Capsicle's name in stream one day by accident, but not to her. I wasn't even talking to her. I was talking to someone else, and I said the wrong name, and I don't even know why I said the wrong name. And I didn't notice until I was watching my VOD. I said it, didn't even know I said it. So I called somebody by the wrong name, didn't notice I called them by the wrong name, and on top of it, um, yeah, I said her name. You just have no idea how into stamps I am, Supreme. Oh, good to hear, J-Rod. Well, then you missed a stream, I'm telling you, because we got into gel pens. And do we want to hear Icadel scream from Uruguay? I could bring out my gel pens and make her squeal. But now she's got her own gel pen, so she might not be as excited. I was never talking to Bread. I was talking about him and just said his name. Yeah. I wasn't even talking about Capsicle even. Like, Capsicle wasn't even yes, Capsicle was in stream, but Capsicle had left. And I was talking to someone else, and I called that person her name, which was weird. You saw this huge pack of oh, my stream froze again or stuttered. You saw this huge pack of gel pens and the other day, and it was all you could try not to buy it. For real, J-Rod? You don't need any. It just caught up in Icadel's gel pen hype. I know, right? It's funny because I don't need any more either, and I almost went out and bought more the other day too when I saw some. I was like, I might need new colors or more colors, different colors, but I don't. Okay, this E in travel just doesn't wanna. I almost said her name there. I don't know if I did. I know I hesitated, but I don't think her name was about to come out. I might have. This EL is really giving me EL. Aside from signing my name, I can't remember the last time I wrote something on paper. Really? I guess because I'm a teacher, I write on paper all the time. But not that often, to be honest, because we've got computers and I've got programs and things like that, so but I really should take notes. I have this one thing, it's amazing, but I don't use it as often as I should. It's called a rocket book, and it's a special kind of, like, plasticky type of I don't know, you can erase it. So it's these papers and you can write on it, and then there's little icons at the bottom of the page, and you assign those icons to different things, like, for instance, I could set up the Apple to be my Google Drive. I could set up the diamond to be my email. And then so you write out whatever you want and then you put a little X beside whichever ones. And then you take a picture with the app. And when I take the picture, if I've checked off my Google Drive and my email, it'll automatically send those pictures to wherever I've checked off for it to send. It's amazing. And then I have I do love you and miss you, Capsicle. And then I have, the Rocket Book for school, which are triangles that I can put up on my whiteboard, and then I take a picture of my whiteboard, and it sends it directly to the app too that I can share. It's amazing. I love it. They're Rocket Book flags or something for the whiteboard. Um, where are we here? You did send your dad's girlfriend a thank you note after your trip down there? Well, that's very nice too. Did you make her a card, Burke? Or was no, I wasn't doing cards yet. Now you're gonna have to make, cards because you know how. Supreme showed you how. I do love and miss her, and I miss my other one too that I sent off on a plane yesterday. It was so cute. They didn't know how to get on a plane. It's a good thing I stayed because there was her and another cadet, and there was no adults with them at all. And I was able to stay because she's, um, under 18, so but the airport was, like, locked down. Only passengers were allowed in the airport, but because of her age, I was allowed in there, and thank goodness because they just sat there and first of all, we were also told to be there early, and the time they gave us was 3 hours early, which was way too early. Um, but we sat there, and at one point I said, "Okay, it's time to go to the counter and let them know you're here and get your ticket," and "Well, what do you mean?" "Well, you have to go and register and get your bag weighed," and "Oh, okay." They'd have just sat there until somebody told them, "Okay, go get on the plane," which I don't even know if they would have known what plane they had to get on. And then the airport, it was so tiny, they didn't even announce, um, to make way to the gate to board. The lady just looked over and said, "You can go board now." That's how tiny the airport is. Um, you used a card your aunt used to sell. Oh, nice, with her photography. That's a really nice, thoughtful card too, Burke. That's handmade. And it doesn't matter if you handmade it or not, but now you can. I'm gonna do some cards that anyone can make, no matter what you own. I just have to find like really good ones because it's possible to do. These are turning out okay. I really thought I'd have more done by now, though. A little disappointed in the way they stamp, but like I said, for $1.25, I can't complain. And I know I have good ink, so it's not the ink, it's really the stamps. But putting this down, the Versamark down, is really helping. They weren't handmade, she had them printed, they were available in shops for a while. Well, the photographs were done. That counts as handmade to me. They were her photos. I guess. Yeah, I guess it's not fully handmade, but I still love the idea. This is a little too close. I wanna be able to cut near it. There, those look good. I might totally be wasting my time here, as far as stamping these out. I may not even be able to cut around them or anything, but your aunt is an entrepreneur. What else does she do? I really thought I wanted to be an entrepreneur when I was younger, but that involves a lot of organization and planning and stuff and decision making, and I have a hard time making decisions. I mean, anyone who's been at my streams knows. Should I go with this or should I go with this? I can't decide. That's just me. Nope. Is this broken? No. This stamp set seems to take up a little more room than the others. Or I put it up higher. That's what it is. I've got nothing to... There we go. Brindle's mom makes cards with her photography and sells them at her shop near the bridge. Oh, really? That's cool. She could come on my stream. You don't mind my typing. You're on your phone, so you can't see what you type until it's sent. Yeah, I understand that. There, I almost said her name, Capsicle. I'm learning all of these names too. Prindle is Capsicle's boyfriend, and I just found out his name yesterday or the day before. But she started and ran a printing shop in Boston, designed and built a house to sell, had a huge painting business, started a car wash, started a frozen yogurt shop, and possibly things I can't remember. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. She definitely is an entrepreneur. Oh, this one's stamped out more evenly. It just needs a little more darkness to it. Yay! Very pleased with this stamp. I wouldn't doubt these are stamps that like just didn't make the cut for some designer thing. Like I'll probably find these somewhere made by some high company thing that does stamps and they just didn't make the cut because they were flawed. I wouldn't doubt it. I just found out my daughter's boyfriend's name. Yeah. No, his gaming name. I know his real name. I didn't get to meet him for a long time, but I know his real name. She's a grown woman, but still, yeah. Mama's got to know no matter how old you are, right? You always have to tell your mom what's going on. Actually, Capsicle is better now that she's moved away to tell me where she's going, what she's doing than when she lived at home. I appreciate that. Hey, Mom, just so you know, I'm going to be leaving and going here for the weekend. And when she lived at home, it was, will you be coming soon? Home soon? Because I don't know where you are right now. I mean, she was either at work or at school. That girl works hard. You guys make me laugh. Now I'm thinking this bird one, because it's got all this detail, is gonna be kind of the same as the dream catcher. I think it's gonna be hard to get it evenly. We're gonna notice the areas that didn't get stamped as clearly. And for those that are new here, haven't been to a stream in a while, or this magnet is intensely strong. That's why if you see me like struggling with it, it's just because it's a really, really strong magnet. It's actually difficult to pick up. It's not because I got butterfingers or anything, although I do, but let's see what these pretty birds look like. I'm excited to do the insect one. And then it's a little quiet in here, a little too quiet. Does Burke know where I'm going with this? I think everyone here knows Burke, but there are some people that I don't recognize some of the names. So, so my good friend Burke is here, and he streams Minecraft on First Craft and Hourglass, and and so definitely go give him a follow, please, if you haven't already followed him. Burke is everyone's favorite bison. Definitely deserves a shout out. He has been at, I would say, every one of my streams, at least to say hello if he's too busy to stick around, and I really appreciate that. Oh, this is stamping not bad at all. Oh, I'm pretty sure you have at least stopped in to say hello at everyone, I think. There was at least one. Oh, we streamed at exactly the same time. Okay, that's fair. But then didn't you raid me, Burke? And stick around a little bit longer? Was that the one? Hello from a place. Welcome in. Long time no see. How you doing, Fromage? Do you know? I'm gonna do that, and then if I don't type out shout out in a minute, please tell me it's too quiet. But do you know that I did a shout out for you from a place a while back? You weren't in stream anymore. You had come in, you said hello, and then you went into lurk, and then I said, "Oh, I need to shout him out." Do you know what I typed in? Fromage you do not see. Instead of from a place. And I didn't notice until I was rewatching my VOD, and then I felt really bad. So I'm really sorry about that. But being French, the minute I typed in FROMA, the GE just came naturally, and I didn't even notice I did it. That was on one of my Minecraft. Yeah, from cheese you do not see. I'm doing well. So I'm going to give you a proper shout out from a place, and I'm not going to type out fromage. So I'm really sorry. I had really good intentions. It was on one of my Minecraft streams. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was stream weekend. I think it was my second ever stream or my third ever stream. Um, yeah, and I did a shout out for you, and I was doing it on my phone, and yeah, and it all made sense once I looked at it. Once I was watching my VOD, it all made sense because Setson, which I didn't have a mod at the time, I only had Ship, and he was busy. Um, so Setson was saying, Supreme, it's from a place underscore you do not see. I said, oh, okay. And I typed in fromage underscore you do not see. And then he corrected me again, and I couldn't even understand why he was correcting me because I put the underscore. It wasn't until I watched the VOD that I realized, oh, Supreme. Oh, do other people call you fromage, or is that just me? Do other people shout you out as fromage? Because I'd kind of feel better if they did, but I kind of don't because I kind of want fromage to be my thing. So we are trying to stamp out dollar store stamps from a place. They're not stamping as nicely as the more expensive ones do, but I mean, for $1.25, they're still not bad. That bird's really wonky. I'm not going to get that any better, but that's okay. These can make like really interesting. Like, I'm not hating this because I'll just make them into a grungy look where nothing's crisp. I'm okay with this. This cleaning rag's getting a little bit grungy. So we have one more stamp to do. I really thought I'd be able to get like 3 or 4 of each of these done. I didn't realize they'd be so difficult to stamp. Like I said, I'm hoping that when I stamp them, use them one at a time, I'll be able to apply better pressure. I really do think that some of these stamps are a little more raised than others, and so it's stopping the other ones from being able to properly contact the paper. Do I have any bumblebee stamps? Well, funny you ask, Capsicle. I just got one right here. Look how cute that is. I thought of you right away when I saw it. So that's the one we're stamping next. And Setson, welcome back. Hi, Burke. The name is so long, misspelling is common. Yeah, well, I mean, misspelling is common, but I literally call you fromage because the first time I saw your name, that's what I read, and I just said I'm sticking with that. And Wildy, get called Wildy more than you would think. I really can't understand how someone would have a hard time with your name, Wildy. I mean, why would somebody call you Wildly Coyote 10 or 15 times in a couple of seconds on one of their first streams? I don't know how they would do that. Certainly not Supreme. The lesson is always good to listen to. Setson. A coyote. Hi, fromage. Capsicle, you can't call him fromage. That's me. I'll share with you. They look good. What are you going to use them for? My stamps from a place asks. So, what I'm doing is I just bought these, and it's the very first time I've ever tried this. I decided to stamp them all out, and then some of them I'm going to color and then cut them out and use them on cards. So, I think this is my first crafting stream that you've been to, right? From a place. So I've got 2 cards on hand that I made. So I made this one. And I made this one the other day. So I've got to put sentiments on them still. They're not 100% done, but yeah, yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut them out and make some cards with them, and I just want to have them on hand so I can throw a simple card together. So you're just doing some work, Setson? You're so cute. Thank you. Thank you very much. I've got for anyone who's interested in seeing some of the stuff I do. Lurking, you're going to update Minecraft. All right, enjoy your lurk. Thank you for being here, Burke, and I'm sure you'll hop in and say goodbye as I'm leaving if you don't get in before. Always appreciate you stopping in and saying hello. So in my Discord, I post everything I make, and then we have a Canadian content section that I haven't updated in a while. I'm gonna post some of the other stuff I've made. I've made a folder with pictures. I've said this about 5 times now. Um, and they're all ready to go. All like some of the crafts I've done before, or some of the I say crafts, but they're like it's ink stuff. I guess it's crafts. Some of the crafts I've done before, um, over the last little while, I have those pics in a folder to upload for showing Supreme's work. But I also don't want to I don't want to bombard everyone with like, oh, look, here's 50 things. So I thought, oh, I'll just post a few at a time, but then I get busy and don't post any. I just realized that says Nana. I got that from my Nana. And I realized too, I had to fix this because I wrote my name in my tape, but I didn't want people to know what my name was on stream because I didn't know if I'd just like leave it lying around. So I scratched out my name and put Supreme on there. There's a couple of things that have my name on it that I'm thinking, oh, that can't go on stream. Do not use that on stream. So what if you see my first name, I guess, but you joined the Discord? Thank you, J-Rod. So I don't know, put a red tape on it. Yeah, well, you know what you're looking for, I'm sure. You saw it and whatever. It's just a first name, even if somebody did see it. But yeah, so I don't know how to work Discord very well. I haven't set it up to be automatic. So as soon as stream's over, J-Rod, I'll give you the role, and you'll be able to see the other channels. Put red tape on as a no stream item. Yeah. Yeah, I could on my other things. I noticed as I was on my gel pens, some of my gel pens had my name on it. But I only noticed later. Everyone runs to the stream to see if they can see my name on a gel pen. That one's been deleted, actually. It's gone now, I think. Been over 2 weeks. It's not like you have a lack of ribbons or washi tapes. No, I don't have room for all my ribbons anymore. And I barely use ribbons. It's just, I want them in case I want ribbon, and I want one of every color in case I need it. But yes, washi tape is another thing I don't use very much of. And I have a lot of that too. But I stopped buying ribbon and washi tape. In the same way, no names, had my full name shown on a stream once. Oh my. And then my Facebook started suggesting people from streams. Oh, from a place, yeah. Um, I I've been contemplating because I've almost slipped my first name a few times when I talk in the third person to myself. Like, oh, Supreme, come on. I almost said my real name the one time when I was not when I'm saying Not in an instance like this when I goof up and I say, "Oh, come on, Supreme." But I was telling a story about me, and I almost because in the story, I was it was a real life story, and I almost, said it then. But I'm not too worried about my first name. If that came out, it came out, but I really I don't wanna go by my name, and I mean, I thought about it because there's a few things, some of a lot of the crafting community, they just use their real name, but they don't Twitch, you know? It's totally different, and I don't only just craft, I Minecraft, and I'm everywhere in Twitch, and so yeah, exactly. People saw your name and searched you up, exactly. And I've I've accidentally found out people's names from communities. They send me something to take a look at, or um and then I end up with their real name, but I don't repeat it. I don't search them up. I don't nothing. I respect the fact that they are who they are on Twitch, and to be honest, I've forgotten their names because I use their Twitch name or in-game name so often that I don't even remember what their names were. I refuse to because you're very political on Facebook, but you don't need that drama on Twitch. Yeah, and that's fair enough. I mean, you can keep your stuff separate. I mean, it's two separate things, right? Um, and political views, for the most part, most people don't do that with Twitch. They try to keep politics out of it, and I can respect that. J Rod, I gave up when I was streaming, but my user is basically your real name. So yeah, and that's just it. There's a lot of people who have, like you, J Rod. Sophie uses Sophie. Anna uses Anna. So I've kind of told myself if I happen to slip up or whatever with my first name, other people have first names too. We all do. Cub fan said his own name on stream one day. Oh yeah, really? And I mean, there's a lot of people that have you look them up and it gives you their real name anyways. I think Vintage Beef, if you Google Vintage Beef, it says, is a Canadian streamer or is so and so a Canadian streamer, and it gives you his real name. If you tell me Bruno's name, it's not actually Bruno, I'm going to cry. I know that's one of the names I know. I'm not telling anyone. I forget what it is. Haha. I don't actually care if people know my name, but I don't want people figuring out my kids' names because my name is known. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I get that too. Um, yeah. My my last name is not I don't want my last name out there. It's just you would yeah. But my first name, I don't care anymore. I mean, I'm not going to say, "Hey guys, guess what my name is?" But if it comes out, it comes out. So how are you liking the bee capsicle? Like, I ended up having to change my Pinterest from my real name to Supreme Doom because I accidentally sent a Pinterest thing to someone, and you know, I have too many. I don't want two accounts, and well, which one am I on and which one? Because I joined a crafting Discord with First Craft Discord the other day, and it's too easy to do. So, you know. My full name is 100% unique. If you search it, you'll find me. I've been very careful with my name online for a long time. J-Rod, same. Same. it's very unique as well. At least a couple of people outside my family and I are all friends, know my name. He's cute. Oh, the bee is cute. Too detailed for what I need him for, though. Okay, well, you know what? I will take a look to see if I have any more bees. And if I do, I will let you know. Hey, did you ever give me back my Canadian, my maple, not Canadian, my maple leaf? It's like Prindle's name. Google him and it's all him. Yeah, exactly. You still have my. I love you, Capsicle. If you can give me my stuff back, that'd be great. I hate to run, but the 40-minute drive to town won't happen on its own. Thanks for chatting. I hope to see you soon. Thank you so much for stopping by from a place, and I hope to see you again. Normally I'm making things and stuff, not just stamping and chatting, but that there's not many Jebediah Rodabatis out there, huh, J-Rod? That's a very interesting name. I actually no, never mind. I can't say anything because I just remembered, but something. But I have actually, and I won't say where or anything, but I've actually put my name somewhere um, in the Minecraft community, and nobody will figure it out. How crazy would it be if there were actually if it was actually J Rod's name? That would be insane. There's at least 6 other people with my first name in the country. Oh, first and last? I think I'm the only one. Oh, no, I'm not. I believe I found another. But there's only a handful with my last name in Canada. So, well, that's all of my stamps. I really do have to try them out separately so that we can get a good look at them at some point. I don't know how long I've been live for. Can't even remember when I went live. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a few of these. I'm going to add a little bit of color to them while we're chatting. This one really is very nice and crisp compared to the others. He's a crazy good guesser, isn't he? Got that name right, didn't he? I was gonna call you Jeb. Actually, I was gonna call you Jeremiah, not Jebediah. J Rod. Gonna get all the names all wrong. We're gonna be calling each other like silly, strange names. Nobody's gonna know why. Just tell them, well, you need to be at Supreme Stream if you want to know what's going on. I'll put these away. Did I call you Jeb? See, Burke? It's your fault. You changed J Rod's name. Jab, fromage, hanging out, watching some stamping. Exactly. Oh, I'm going to get them all wrong now. All right, so I've got some markers here. And I haven't used these in a really long time, so I don't even know if they're going to work properly. I've got these ones. I've got cheap markers. I don't do much coloring, and I didn't even know if I would enjoy it. So I bought really cheap markers before investing in in some good ones because yeah, isn't it? The llama? I know. I'm gonna have to color those for sure. Um, yeah, so like Capsicle has very expensive markers because she's doing architecture and she has a lot of, sketches and stuff to do. I bought 8 for $4 markers and she bought like $8 a marker. But I haven't used these in a while. I don't know if they're dry. We're going to find out as we go along. And a student told me, um, Madame, I saw that you like your markers, so I bought you some markers. So she bought me markers for Christmas because she saw that I have Sharpies, and she said, I see that you really like markers. So you should have gone with Jebediah. It's the little song oh, Jebediah was a wooden Indian standing by the door. Is that the one? No, that's Jalila. Jalila was a wooden Indian standing by the door. I don't know the Jebediah one. You have a beautiful bag of Copic markers. Oh, you used to work in an art store? Really, J Rod? Oh, Capsicle would be jealous. She's got oh, it's Delilah. No, not Jebediah. Jedediah. Okay. These are all different words. But Burke, do you know? Is it not Delilah. Da-da-da was a wooden Indian standing by the door. He fell in love with an Indian maiden. I don't know. Delilah. Woo! That song used to scare me when I was a kid. Sounded like creepy. The Copic ones are really nice, but they go through sketchbook pages and break my heart with the bleeding. Oh no. They work great on watercolor paper. Yeah, well, you use sketchbooks often though, right, Cap? Okay, so let's do our bijou here. Let me see if I've got... Oh, I could probably use the same color. Got our little diamond or bijou. I'm wondering if having this black ink there, I should probably use the other tip. And I'm not a very good colorer. Probably why I don't enjoy it very much, because I'm not all that great at it. I always had a hard time, like, choosing colors to go together. I'm going to mute my phone. Okay, yes, apparently a bunch of people are doing stuff. There we go. That's how I'm going to dox myself too one day, is bringing my phone up to the camera. Well, this was plain and boring. I didn't get very exciting with that, did I? That's good to know, Burke. Was it Burke that said the watercolor? Speaking of bijou, if you're not busy after stream, you should video call me, Mom. Thank you for the resub, Nia. Welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the resub. Can you believe it's already been 1 full month and we're working on number 2? It was J-Rod. Yay! So I'm going to do some coloring. I'm not very good at it. I also have too many markers to have them out. Okay, so let me just take a look here. So we've got, these are water-based, and these ones are oil. Not oil. alcohol. Let's go with the water-based ones. So I can add a little bit of detail and shading. Llama, isn't it cute? I got a bunch of stamps for really cheap, and some of them stamp out really nice, some don't. But for the cost of it, even if I only get 1 or 2 stamps that work really good out of all of them. Watching your favorite artist. Oh my goodness, thank you, Nia. Oh, I'm assuming it was me. Maybe you're watching something else at the same time as being here. You're about to say you have tried very hard not to be helpful. Are you trying not to help anyone, Burke? It's just your nature. You can't help but help. Okay, so I have more watercolor ones than water-based ones than I have alcohol ones. Maybe we should have gone with the alcohol ones. But they smell horrible. They're so cheap. Like, this is another dollar store find. And because I don't use them very often, they're just in this bag instead of like standing up in a nice little thing to see all the colors. And so what we're going to do, we're going to fix that. 1 second. This will make my life a lot easier. We'll stand them up so I can see the colors. At least for stream. Like these are Copic wannabes. Super cheap Copic wannabes. And then of course the color is never even close to what they say it is. Well, that's a pretty blue. It's too light now though. What if I did this and just added a little bit of... So yeah, Cap, we can meet after stream if you want to discuss some stuff. You're not too busy? I'm not loving this. And you know what? So, okay, you guys color. Cap, J-Rod, I'm assuming since you have Copics. I don't know anyone else. What kind is better for blending together though? Is it like watercolor ones or would it be the alcohol based ones? Oh, these are really wedgy. I should not even pretend to know how to color on stream. I should just like add plain colors and move on. Welcome welcome back, Icadel. I almost said Bikeadel. Welcome, Bikeadel. Welcome back, Icadel. Dishes are no fun. But at least they're done now. It's a relaxing, artsy Saturday. You're sketching out my emotes. Yay! I'm excited. You're not sure what the answer is to that question, Supreme? Well, thank you for trying. You haven't used both, so you're not sure how to compare them. Copic markers have a special blending marker. Yeah, I know. And I don't have a blending marker. Okay, I'm going to do straight up. Because these are fun. I'm going to do straight up like kid coloring. I'm going to use one color and that's it. And that's the style these things are going to be. And there's nothing wrong with that. And then once I get better with coloring. See, I did color once. I mean, I've colored. I enjoyed coloring. I used to do coloring contests with my little sister and then get upset when my mom wouldn't pick me as the winner and she wouldn't pick any of us as the winner. But I was 5 years older than the youngest and 3 years older than, or 2 years older than the other one. I should have won. Like, come on. I'm sure the 5-year-old or the 8-year-old colored better than a 3-year-old. Come on. But I haven't done shading coloring or anything like that. and I don't think I'm gonna learn on stream. I think I'll take time to do it. The last time I did it was quite a few years ago. The watercolors have, blending ones too, yeah. I can use a highlighter color and then make the shadow with the line from a darker color. Yeah, I know. I know, but I don't ever know where to put the shadow. I'm going to practice off stream. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna blow you guys away when I come in here one day and just know how to color and know how to choose colors and like match colors together. These have, first of all, these tips are very, very hard. And they're kind of big to hold. Like if they wanted to be like Copics, they didn't succeed. They seem to have the same shape, but they feel big. I think I used the alcohol markers last time I colored. Yeah, these are like almost tearing my paper too. But I can't justify spending more money on markers right now because I don't, like I said, I don't color very often. If I do it more often, then I'll justify it, but you can show me when we chat. Okay, well, you need to also show me how to choose the colors to do that. You like neon in the Matrix one day, Supreme will just know how to color. That's right. Neo, right, not neon. That's right. One day I will just know. I will come in here and you won't know it, but I'll have been coloring since my last stream. You have to run, but enjoy the stream. Enjoy. It was nice chatting with you. Very much, Capsicle. And when will you be available for chatting? Like IRL? Like, are you running to go do something important? And all day? Okay. I will call you later. I have, I don't know how I did it. I found some. Now, where did I put them? Because I had them yesterday. And I moved them yesterday. Last night, actually. I did some coloring quite a few years ago, and I didn't like them. And then I found them the other day, and I cut them out on, while Nia was streaming. Oh, thank you, Bruno. Thank you, Ikadel. The dog is doing well. She just started, she got up for the first time by herself earlier today. She's still pretty not herself, but seems to be in a lot less pain and she's recovering well. So that's good. She didn't move very much at all yesterday. I think we got to get her out. Ship got her outside once yesterday, maybe twice, but she did not want to go up. She's a big dog too. So when she doesn't want to get up, she doesn't want to get up. But she does seem to be in a lot less pain, so that's good. So thank you for asking. I did give a bit of an update at the beginning of stream, but not too much. And Ship came down at the beginning of stream and said that she got up all by herself, so that was good. It is good news, yes. I don't think I said anything here. No, because I haven't streamed since. But the vet did tell us after her surgery, when they called to tell her that she was doing well or had finished the surgery and was recovering. He did say it was a good thing we brought her in when we did because she was not far from not surviving, so that's good. I mean, it's not good, but it's good that we got her in there on time. feel a lot better about making the decision to bring her in when we did. At least we know, we couldn't wait. We had to bring her in. Because you never know, right? You sit there and it's so expensive to bring them in. And you don't want to be overreacting, but we didn't overreact. She really needed it. So that was good. Our dog is a English Mastiff mix. So I've told people she was like 180 pounds because that's what it seems like to me. Apparently she's only 130 pounds, which is still huge in my opinion. But yeah, she's a big dog. Quite a large dog. I really don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just grabbing colors, mixing them together. I'll put these away and like 2 years later, take a look at them, go, oh, they're not that bad. I kind of like them. Too much green. I shouldn't have gone with a green vase. And I don't even know how well you guys see on stream the coloring. Yeah, I know, only 130 pounds. But that is only when you thought she was 180. She seems huge. I would have thought she was 180 pounds, like easily. I have pictures of her on her back paws. So my son is about 5'11", I think, I would say, ish. She's standing on her back paws with her paws up on his shoulders. She's on an angle, so she's not even standing up straight, and her head is like higher than him. So I would assume that that is equivalent to more than 180 pounds or more than 130 pounds. Apparently, I'm not good with ages and I'm not good with weights. I didn't even pay attention to what color I colored here. I tend to go for the same colors all the time. There. Try that one. Yeah, these are really tearing the paper. They're not very good markers at all. I'll do a couple more and then I think we'll take a little break for today or for now. I think the style too of these, like I'm just scribbling, I think it matches really well with the stamp too. So I think that's what I'm going to do for most of them. Just scribble them out. Like, look at this. I don't even think there's any difference between these. Oh, that's because these two have the same number, but like, is there even a difference between those three colors? Very little. Oh, like this one's a little lighter, but let's see on paper. Oh yeah, there is. Very subtle. I can do like major blending with purples. Oh, there is a difference. Not much at all, though. They're too dark for what I want. Oh, I went out of the line. I could do so much with these just by changing the colors. I have a totally different look about them. I hope I'm not making anyone cringe with my coloring style, because I know I don't go in the same direction all the time. Maybe that's why I never beat the 3-year-old. Try to make this kind of like rainbow style-ish. All right, I'm going to finish this one, and then I'm going to pull out, because I know where they are now. I'll pull out the other little flowers I did with the coloring. That was the last time I colored, which was like 2 years ago. Oh, really past the line there. Those are kind of cute. Depending on the style of card I decide to make with them, they'll match. They'll do fine. Not everything has to be shading and everything, and I'll get there at some point. Not too worried. And we'll get these guys colored another time when I'm getting a little bit better at coloring. But these are some of the flowers that I colored a couple of years ago that, like I said, I did not like them when I first did them. And I'm pretty sure I used the alcohol ones. But they're actually not that bad. I did okay. Let me put a piece of white paper down here. So I've got potential. I just have to practice my techniques again to learn how. I think they're cute. But how I did them, I don't really remember. Good morning, Just Loopy. I'm just showing some flowers that I colored a couple of years ago that I didn't like when I did color them. And then I found them the other day and thought, those are worth cutting out and using. They're not that bad. And this one. I mean, they've got potential. I think they're cute. You thought they were stickers? No, I colored those 2 years ago. Did not like them at all. So I tossed them. I mean, it was stamped out on a piece of paper, just like this pretty much. And yeah, I decided 2 years later that I do like them. So I cut them out and I'll use them. And I think the only thing is using up again. But yeah, so those ones look really nice from here. Thank you. I do like these now. Like I said, I didn't like them before, and I think I was being a little too hard on myself for first coloring. Um, and this is 2 years later. I need more practice because this is my 2-year later coloring. I even passed the line right there. And look, I lost a nail the other day. Very difficult to work when you've got like half of your finger is gone. So I'm going to work on working at my coloring technique with these ones. I'm going to try the alcohol markers. I think they blend a little better. I think they work into each other naturally, if I'm not mistaken. Like when you touch alcohol with alcohol, they just kind of blend on their own a little bit. Um, but they're also cheap, so they bleed. So that might have been playing in my favor, right? Because if you look at the back, like they really bled through a lot. I even thought of um, coloring the back of, like, instead of coloring it on this side, actually coloring backwards and then having this type of effect, having the black lines around it. I think it actually could look really good, or restamp it, the stamp on top of that. I think that could look pretty good. So yeah, they really bleed through. Like I said, they're super cheap markers. So I will try the alcohol inks on some of these. I'll see if I get any better. The alcohol markers I have are Dollarama. They are Crafts is the brand name. I got them at the dollar store. I think I got 4 or 6 for $4 or something like that. Maybe 8 for $4. But that's $4 Canadian. So, at in the States or anywhere else, I'm sure you're looking at $2 for 4 or something like that. Thank you so much, Setson. Enjoy your meal. I'm gonna be ending too. Um, take a little break, and I've been streaming for must be 2 hours, I'm sure. I have a new stream set up that so far seems to be working. I have to get used to where my camera is because I keep going to the other end of the table, but other than that, I think this is gonna work. I've got a table behind me now to put some stuff on, and so I'm gonna take a look at who else is live. Thank you, Nia. Almost 2.5 hours, yeah. And I'd like to stream, I wanna try to stream every day. Um, thanks, Burke. Ah, thank you. Yeah, I've got a bunch of ink now too everywhere, but metallic blue, I did that for you guys last night. I don't like painting my nails. I used to do it every day. I stopped. Um, but I did it for you guys. So let's see who's live. Oh, what? Oh, she's a card maker, I believe. She did paper quilling. So yeah, I was saying earlier in stream. So let me just see here on a sec. I have like little announcements to make, I think. Just check my channel. My computer's so slow. Sorry about this, guys. Like, I'm trying to load my channel since I said check my channel. Okay, so we are at 98 followers. We're almost at 100. And when we get to 100, I have a little project that I'm going to attempt to make um, to really commemorate all of you. So um, it's paper quilling. It's where you take little strips of paper like this, and I've got special tools, and you roll it all up and you make different things. And basically, what I'd like to do is um, each one of my followers will be a little sprig of a leaf, and each one of my first 10 subscribers ever will be butterflies. And I'm going to do a montage of that. Um, that's so far the one I want to do. I've been looking for different projects I could do to incorporate 100 people and 10 subscribers in some way and not have something really, really, really big. Um, but yeah, so I think I can make this, it's going to be about an 8 by 10, and then I can frame it and I can put it on my wall. And my very first 100 followers will be there. And so will my very first 10 subscribers. And then we'll have to find something to keep that going. I don't think it'll be something as big. Um, but so I'm going to um, post that in Discord later today. I'm going to put it down, put it out there as an idea. And I mean, it's just going to be an inspiration. I've got to take a look at it a little bit better. I mean, there's only 9 butterflies. I need 10. But yeah, so that's my plan. So if you join Discord, you'll be able to see, get an idea of what I want to do. I think paper quilling is going to be the easiest thing because each strip can be a person, and that would be easy. I can easily use 100 strips in a project. So, yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm really excited. Only 2 away. So this week I'm off. I'd like to stream a little bit almost every day, if not every day. Maybe not 2 hours every day, but a few. And so we can start working on that project. I'm pretty confident that we're going to be doing the 100 by the end of my holidays. I'm hoping. So, with that, thank you so much for being here, guys. We're going to raid over to Lithino. Leathino. Leah. And she was actually doing paper quilling the other day, which gave me the idea to look up paper quilling. I have a kit. I bought the kit. I got it for Christmas. I've never used it. So, I do all my first things on stream. You know how I work. So, we're going to be paper quilling for the first time on stream in front of everyone because that's how I roll. So, I hope you guys have a good day. And, oh, boop. I didn't hear the boop. I think my stream noises are not connected properly on this computer. I don't know if you guys heard it, but I didn't hear it. Boop. I did it for you. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Thank you for all your support, and thank you for hanging out with me time and time again. And we will see you guys later. I will be in Bruno's stream. And if you don't know, oh, I can't do that. I'll have to do it after. Okay, I'm gonna hit the raid. There we go. And I'm gonna shout out Bruno if the time will give me time. It won't. Oh no. Oh, come on, Supreme. When you're under pressure, you don't work very well. There we go. All right. So we're gonna head over to Leah. She makes cards as well, different style than me. But thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll see you guys later. Bye.